Hi, and welcome to R4 Oodles. And we've got a new tool today, a new little experiment runtime video for you. So stay tuned. That's what's coming up next. I really appreciate each and every one of you coming back to see us here at R4 Oodles. And like I said, today we do have kind of an experiment tool review, well, a tool review with a little bit of experiment and a runtime video in it as well. So let's get into it. I wear a CPAP machine at night. I have sleep apnea. And for those who don't know what that is, it's a machine that keeps positive pressure in your respiratory system that overpowers your body to make sure you keep breathing at night. And when I don't have my breathing machine or CPAP machine, I get a headache and also am very groggy in the next morning. So I was wondering if there's a tool that during like a power outage would help me solve that problem. So let me see. R4 Oodles! Oh, look at here. What do we have here? This looks, well, it says it's part number RYi150BG. It is the Ryobi 150 watt inverter. And it says it has 1.5 amp output at 120 volts or 150 watts. Let me slap the battery on here, we'll take a look at it. It has one 120 volt plug. It has two of the 2.4 amp USB connectors to charge mobile devices. And they're 5 volt for those two. You turn this little button on here, you hold it, turns green. That means the inverter is on, and then it has a little light on it. It's either on or off there. And you turn that, push that button again, cuts it off. Alright, well my CPAP machine, the power supply on it says it will take 1 to 2 amps. So 1.25 is somewhere, around that area, so I figured we would try it. So what's coming up next is we're going to test the CPAP machine. It is a Respironics Dream Station. So that's a very common one nowadays for a lot of people. Well, people that I know have breathing machines, they all have the same breathing machine, the Dream Station by Respironics. So we're going to test that. We're going to take it in there, plug it in. We got a full 4 amp hour battery, fresh off the charger. We're going to see what it does. See if it'll even run it for one. And if it will run it, how long it'll run it. If you've made it this far in the video with us, why don't you consider subscribing? You can hit that thumbs up button if you think we have good content. Hit that thumbs down if you don't like our content. Hit that bell for some notification of future content. Leave us a comment. Suggestions are always welcome. Questions, well, I'll try to answer them the best I can. And also, you can follow us over on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. The links to that are in the About section on the channel there. You want to look below. I'll have any links to any tools I use in the video below. And also, there's a link to our website. A few affiliate links if you so choose to help out the channel by, buying stuff. You can go through the links and just buy stuff you normally buy, and it helps out the channel. And also, if you so choose, and you feel that we deserve it, there is a Patreon link down below. Now, back to the content. Before we get into the time-lapse video, I'm not responsible. I did this to my machine. These CPAP machines are over $1,000. If you want to try it at home, try it at your own risk. I don't recommend doing it. I mean, I do it. I won't do it when the power goes out, but I want you to know to try it at your own risk that I'm not responsible for any messed up equipment. Okay, to get that out of the way, let's go on with the time lapse. All right, we got the CPAP machine. We got the timer set up. If it does run the CPAP, we're going to see for how long. Right now, there's no power to it. We have the Ryobi 150 watt inverter that we just talked about. We have a freshly charged 4 amp hour battery. I'll put that on there. Turn the inverter on. Let's plug it in, see if it'll even come on. Okay, we got power. Okay, it will run it. Awesome. But I want to see if it will run it, for how long it will run it. So I'm going to switch over to time lapse. I'm going to turn the timer on. Just wanted to pop in here about the hour mark, see how things are going. As you can tell, the machine is still running. I know those of you that have like a CPAP type BiPAP machine, you know, if you're not touching it, the screen goes off, but it is still running. Here it running. The inverter's still going strong. It's a little warm. Looks like we only have 1 bar left on the battery. So I don't think it's going to last much longer. So we shall see. Like I said, we're almost fixing to, well, we're fixing to roll over an hour. Wow, okay. Right as I switched the camera from time lapse to video, it quit. I didn't think it would have run it to begin with, especially for almost an hour and a half. So, I mean, you got this little thing. It's a little warm. Battery, of course, is dead. That little thing is pretty amazing, is how long it ran that machine. Looks like this little guy is a really powerful tool here to have, and it really helped me sleep. I mean, I know it's not, I know you saw that it ran it for an hour and 28 minutes. Now, I was not expecting, first off, I didn't know if it was going to run it, and secondly, I was very surprised that it ran it for an hour and 28 minutes. Now, I know that's not forever, you know, you'd have to wake up in an hour and 28 minutes, but maybe that'll give you a little sleep. Also, it was on a 4 amp hour battery. So if you do the math, I have not run this on a 9 amp hour battery, but if you do the math, the 4 amp hour battery, you get about 22 minutes per amp hour. So if you did a 9 amp hour, you should get about 3 hours and 20 minutes out of a 9 amp hour battery, which I have not done that testing, but that's just figuring amp hour per amp hour. So if you could get 3 hours and 20 minutes out of it, that's, you know, that'd be a nice little snooze, but we had to wake up and change the battery out. Let's see, what else I'm going to talk about? Okay, I ordered this little gem here on Amazon, and it is a power outage alarm. Well, with this power outage alarm, it does not draw anything, or it's not supposed to draw anything, and I will repeat a test and just see what it looks like to do this. But you plug it in, turn it on, and when the power goes out, this little alarm starts sounding. Let me cut that off because it is very annoying. And I sleep very hard. So sometimes, you know, if my breathing machine goes off or we have a power outage, I don't realize that it has gone off and I'll just continue sleeping. And my wife will end up waking me up and saying, you know, the power's out. And I'm like, well, I was sleeping, you know, I didn't really care that it was out because I was going to sleep without my breathing machine, you know, with the power out or not. So, but that's a little thing, and I was going to just hook in a little 3-way adapter. I wouldn't recommend running multiple things off of it, but this little thing, this little alarm is not supposed to pull any power. It just is connected to the power so it knows when the power is off. One thing I want to mention is here, when you turn this on, the green light comes on, lets you know it's good. When the power goes off, you saw it probably in the end of the time-lapse video, it turns red like that. right before it goes dead, or if it's overloaded, it'll do that as well. And this is also the reset button. If you overload it, you have to reset it before it'll try to run again, something else. Thank y'all all so much for watching. Come back to see us on All 4 Oodles, and God bless America.